Hey guys, today I'm going to give you my spoiler-free review for Flamin' Hot. Now, this is the first film to come to both Hulu and Disney Plus on the same day, on June 9th. And, gosh, I wish they had just picked a better film to be debuted on both of those at the same time to kind of kick off this whole thing where they're starting to mesh together. We're starting to maybe get one platform, right? We are definitely getting one app. We know that. I think eventually we will kind of get something like they have overseas, like the Disney Star, I think it's called, maybe. I just wish Flamin' Hot wasn't the first one to kick it off. Now, don't get me wrong. This thing started and I was in it, right? I was having fun at the beginning. I love me some Flamin' Hot Cheetos. Like, I love me the Flamin' Hot flavor. So I was like, yes. And I know this story a little bit, especially with the film coming out. I've seen a lot of the controversy around it, right? Where Frito-Lay is kind of coming out and saying, no, this isn't really how things went down. And it's interesting to see the two sides, Frito-Lay and Richard, kind of just battling it out. And I wish there was more of that in the film. It feels like there's not that much conflict in here, which kind of makes the movie drag. It's an hour and 40 minutes, and I literally thought it was over 2 hours. I started to write in my review, like, being over 2 hours was a poor decision. And then I looked it up and I was like, it was only an hour and 39 minutes. And that's not good because there are too many moments that kind of drag here. The setup is a little bit too long until we get to the like really nitty gritty good stuff. And it's not a bad movie per se. It's not awful. You can definitely watch it. The problem is we have so many like real life corporate type stories coming out right now, okay? We have Tetris, we have Blackberry, both of which were much better than this movie. So we have things like that tell these true life stories of like behind the scenes what's going on, and then we end up with this one that's like, okay, I needed more conflict, right? There's a little bit of it there, but it's not enough to really keep me fully entertained and invested all the way through. I think the lead actor was great. I like that the real Richard makes a cameo appearance. As soon as he popped up, I was very excited about that. It's interesting to see all the like how he came up with it. And I will say I like the powerful messages of being proud of your heritage, the powerful messages of standing your ground. He came in as a janitor on the maintenance team. And he just was like, listen, I have ideas. And he wasn't afraid to put those ideas out there. He went straight to the top, supposedly, right? And calling the CEO, giving his ideas. Now, Frito-Lay says things went a little bit differently, and I really do wish we kind of saw a little bit more of that controversy throughout the film. There's also a scene that, like, should be funny, but in my head I was like, this feels like a ripoff from the Ant-Man movies, and you'll know exactly what I'm talking about when you see it. I really don't want to get too much into it because some people might really enjoy that scene, but you guys know what I'm talking about. You'll know when you see it. And I kind of was like, I could be laughing. Instead, I'm like, really? Like, Ant-Man's done this, and Ant-Man's done this better. So I was kind of like, I don't know. That moment kind of took me out of everything. It didn't really feel like it fit very well. There's just too many misses here to make it something I can like highly recommend. It's entertaining. The credits feel like one big giant commercial in a way. They're like, look at all the products that we have that have Flamin' Hot flavors, including this disgusting Mountain Dew that we came up with. Do you guys remember that? I tried it. It was awful. And it kind of was like, meh. I will say though, if the whole point of this movie was to make me like want some Flamin' Hot Cheetos, it worked. Because I was like, oh, I'm going to go out and buy some Flamin' Hot Cheetos now. Because I do love Flamin' Hot Cheetos. So I guess if this whole big thing was a commercial to make them sell more, then sure, I'm in. I don't know. I just wanted more controversy. I wanted more intense moments. I don't know. I was just kind of like, okay. It almost felt like watching like a documentary-esque thing. Like there wasn't enough funny moments. There wasn't enough substance here to keep me fully entertained. And like I said, I thought it was over 2 hours. I genuinely thought it was over 2 hours long, and it was an hour and 40 minutes. Like in my initial review, I was like, oh, if they cut it down to 90 minutes, I think it would have flowed much better. Well, it's an hour and 40 minutes, and it didn't. Which is unfortunate because I was really actually looking forward to this one, and it just kind of fell flat for me. But I mean, listen, I give it a 2 out of 5. I don't think I'll ever watch it again. But I think if you're interested in this kind of stuff, definitely check it out. There are definitely better movies out there that do the same sort of thing. Like I said, with Tetris and Blackberry, two really, really fantastic films that kind of dive into the, like, how this came to be. thing, and you know, it was okay. I don't know. I wasn't fully invested. I wasn't fully entertained, and I was bored quite a bit. But I went out and bought Flamin Hot Cheetos. So like, was that the point? I don't know. Listen, Flamin Hot comes to both Hulu and Disney Plus on June 9th, so you'll have a chance to check it out then. Let me know if you're looking forward to it down below in the comments. If by the time you got to this review, you've already seen the film, let me know if you liked it. I hope you did. I hope you guys could enjoy it. It just was not one for me. I think watching it, I mean, after Blackberry for me is like peak, like really interesting. There was a lot of intense moments. You had a lot of controversy. You had a lot of back and forth and, oh my gosh, what's going to happen? Even though you know what's going to happen. And this, I kind of felt like, I mean, we know what's going to happen, so like whatever. I don't know. It just didn't hook me, unfortunately, despite the great cast. I mean, I was like, meh, okay, whatever. I mean, the main character is likable enough, but it just wasn't there for me. I do love the powerful and strong messages about, you know, being proud of your heritage and not being quiet, right? Being unafraid to voice your opinions. I love that part, and I love that message. I think that's a very important message, not just for kids, but for everybody. Just overall, meh. That's kind of how I feel about it. Meh. Be sure to give me a thumbs up. Don't forget to subscribe. Hit that notification bell so you don't miss out on more videos like this one. Follow me over on Instagram, Twitter, TikTok, and check me out at MamasGeeky.com. Thanks, guys. I'll see you next time.